People, especially soldiers, have started questioning Nigerian leaders and asking why entertainers are more valuable than fighting for the country. Recently, Tinubu's government rewarded each Super Falcon player with 160 million naira and 3-bedroom flats each, and about 80 million naira each for the coaches. Why this gesture is commendable? It raises many questions, which I will address soon. A few days later, after rewarding the Super Falcons, the Tigress won the African Women Basketball Competition, and the federal government again rewarded them each with national honors, $100,000, almost the same amount given to the Super Falcons, and a plot of land each, with the coaches receiving $50,000 each. As I said earlier, while this gesture is commendable, it also calls for concern. Take a look at this video that I'm going to play now. When it's done playing, I'll explain further.
Wow. 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 Nigeria, our country. It is fine. This video where they do I'm like this. And they do this video. And they dedicate this video from the seat of councillor down to the seat of president. This video na for una. In fact, to all our leaders, now no see am, person just do work for 3 months. You don't even reach a month. It will be 3 months. Nigeria president is signing 160 million for each person. All the players, they are 24 if I am not mistaken. 160 million for each of them. And all the coach, they are collecting 80 million. 80 million. All the player, president give them 3-bedroom flats, each of them. And a Nigeria soldier, #1 security of this country, money where they pay him from the very day where the person go join army till 35 good years. That is when you have luck to serve the 35 years. Plus the one where they will pay you, say you don't retire, may you go rest. If you join them together, you know rich money, whether they give those gears where do work of 1 month. The money where they give each of them now, join them together, they throw off you where they even win, you know rich. They say they make Nigeria proud. A soldier that have been suffered, die, some of them no return, go their village with their hand. Some no go with their ears, some no go with their two legs, some no go with their spinal cord, some died in the bush like animal, bed in the bush. Animal eat their flesh, they were nowhere to be found. Money where they pay them for salary. A private soldier that pass out today, money no reach 110, 110 that he no reach.
Why the government was rewarding the players for their success? Retired Nigerian soldiers, men and women who fought and bled for the country, men and women who fought and survived for this same badge, while their colleagues were not so fortunate to survive, were on the streets protesting for their unpaid gratuities and pensions. You've heard all that you needed to hear from the video I played earlier, while the soldiers were lamenting. Now, the government has managed and successfully normalized these evil acts which is why we no longer care, because we see these things in the news almost every day. These are fathers, husbands, sons, mothers, daughters, wives, and friends who stayed awake, broken, lived in fear, traumatized in the midst of death and terror, not knowing which day would be their last, while we sleep peacefully in our homes. Now they are old and they can't walk anymore. They have retired and are hungry just because the Nigerian government, this Tinubu's government, with its selective patriotism and misplaced priorities, has forgotten them. A country that rewards success but punishes sacrifice is building a dangerous future, because one day, the little ones will see that fighting for Nigeria is a death sentence, but entertaining Nigeria is a ticket to living a good life. And when the nemesis comes, not with the trophies, but with terror, who will fight? Who will die? No one, because no one will trust the system enough again to wear the uniform. This is not to diminish the greatness and the achievements of the Tigers and Super Falcons. No, on the contrary, I celebrate them. However, it's time we reminded Tinubu's regime that a country that abandons its warriors will soon have no one to fight for it. Reward the heroes, but don't forget the soldiers, who are also heroes, who bled and were lucky enough to survive for our freedom. Now, the question for Tinubu's government is, without the armed forces protection, can any of them freely walk down the streets? This is not just for the soldiers, but also for teachers and every other civil servants who has worked so hard to serve our nation and is neglected while those in charge are stealing away what rightfully belongs to them. We need to start doing better, honestly.